This conference will now be recorded.
In decision tree, we can use both for regression and classification. And we are trying to use the algorithm called ID3 here. In ID3, how does it tries to make the decision is based on the parameters called entropy and information, entropy and information gain. Okay, average information gain, and also we will calculate some gain here. These are the three mathematical formulas that it will try to calculate when we are using that ID3 algorithm. Okay, let us see in a general way, let us see what is entropy, what is information gain, and how does the decision tree classifies your data. For example, let me take some data here. Wait. Let us take a thing, assume that this is your data set. Okay, assume that this is your data set. What does your decision tree does is, your decision tree tries to calculate entropy of every feature. Please tell me how many features are there in this data set. By seeing this data, please tell me how many features we have. Yes, we have 3 features. 11, not 11. See, this 4 belongs to only one data, one feature. This brown color belongs to one belongs to one. But we have 3 features. See, we are having 3 features here. Okay. What does it try to do is, it tries to calculate entropy. Entropy means nothing but, we can say entropy as, okay, uncertainty in data. Okay, what does that uncertainty? See, by seeing this data here, okay, measure of disorder, you may use any definitions here. What is entropy? Measure of disorder, or see, uncertainty, nothing but if you have the data which is in a mixed way, we can't segregate that. Okay, or we can't predict our data if it is in this way directly. We have to do some pre-processing there. We have to do some techniques here in order to divide our data and to classify our data. Okay, how does it do? See, it tries to calculate entropy of every feature. See, I have 3 features here. I have 3 features. Okay, it tries to calculate entropy of every feature, E1, E2 and E3. Since I have only 3 features. Okay, what is, see, if I got the entropy of this blue colored one as 0.8, and entropy of 2 is 0.9, and if I got entropy of the third feature as some 0.85. Okay, what is the formula for entropy? See, it tries to calculate. Let me show you. If you find out the entropy formula in the Google, then you can see. I will provide you the formula when I post my Jupyter file into the GitHub. Okay, you can refer the formula there. See, by calculating the entropy, generally we get these values. Okay, then it tries to split your data here based on the entropy. Okay, based on the entropy, see which value has got more entropy. Please tell me which value has got more entropy here. E2. E2 has got more entropy. See, to understand it in a better way, see, if there are bunch of fruits here, we want to classify the fruits. That is our motto, or that is our main aim, to classify the fruits data. Okay, based on which features can we classify our data? Please tell me. If there is a bunch of fruits data, if you want to classify your data, what are the possible conditions? What are the possible features with which you can classify your data? Yes, color, size, shape, taste. Okay, yes, height, not height, weight, size. Okay, these are the possible conditions. See, what I try to do, I didn't use all the possible features to split my data. I try to use only one feature to split my data here. Okay, how do I choose that feature? Only by calculating the entropy. Okay, by calculating the entropy, only by seeing this value, I try to think that this is size, this is color, okay, and this is shape. This is size, color, and shape. I got more entropy for color. Okay, now I try to split my data based on the color. Since I got the more entropy value for the color, what do I do? I try to use this color feature to classify my data. If I try to split based on the color feature, okay, please tell me, based on the color feature, these three will get classified into three types, right? Okay, let me use size here. Let me change here only. Okay, this is, I think that this is size, and this is shape, or this is color. Okay, see, based on the size, I want to split my data. Since I got more entropy for my size, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to decrease my uncertainty in predicting the data. If there is a mix of data in this way, I can't predict my data using this. I should do something to classify my data. Okay, with this mixed data, I can't predict correctly. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to reduce this measure of uncertainty here. Okay, based on the size. If I take the parameter size to classify my data, see, all this these two are something related to small size and these three are related to somewhat big size, right? Okay, let me take this one here. See, this blue colored and brown colored. See, this blue colored and the brown colored will come into one group and the red colored will come into the other group. Okay, next if I try to calculate, what I try to do now, again I try to calculate my entropy. See, here my entropy is 0.9. Okay, with entropy 0.9 I have calculated the, see, I have calculated my entropy. With this I have splitted my data. It also tries to calculate the information gain also. Okay, think that you got the information as 0.5 here, information gain. Okay, gain you have got 0.5 at the starting. And see, with which first you have started with some data set. Okay, and which root node you have selected to split your data, you have selected the size, right? This can be called as a root node. Okay, with the size parameter you are starting to split your data. You are trying to make a decision based on one feature which has got high entropy, and that node can be called as a decision node. Okay, or this is the starting of your tree, right? And this first one can be called as a root node. See, this first one can be called as a root node. In that root node, what you are trying to do, you are trying to classify your data based on this size. This can be called as a root node. And what is this called? Again, here there is an entropy. See, here you have not classified your data. Since there is some uncertainty in your data, what you should do? Again, you should try to classify your data by calculating your entropy of every feature here. Okay. Think that now we can based on the shape or based on the color, we can classify. Tell me, for shape we got the entropy as 0.585. For color we got the entropy as 0.8. Under taking which feature does it classify the data here? Please tell me. Taking which feature will it classify the data? We are having only two. One is E1 and E3, that is shape and color. We got entropy 0.8 and for color and 8.85 for shape. Since the shape has more entropy, we try to split the data. Nothing but more entropy means there is more uncertainty. We should reduce that uncertainty in order to classify our data. So since we take the large entropy value, see, based on the shape, again it tries to based on the shape, again it tries to classify your data. See, here your entropy is decreased. See, starting you are having 0.9 and here your uncertainty will somewhat decreased. And how is your information gain here? Your information gain will be more. See, previously we got information gain as 0.5. Now we can get the information gain. Think that we got 0.6 here. Okay, 0.6. And now see, here we got 2 and based on the shape, now it tries to classify your data. Okay, classify your data. Now let me use appropriate color. Now is there any classification to be done or is it completed? Please tell me. Is there any classification to be done yet or is this completed? All of you should tell me. By observing this, see, here there is no entropy, there is no uncertainty in predicting your values. Here also there is no uncertainty. Here is nothing but your entropy value will be decreased here. Your entropy value will get decreased. Okay, and information gain, see, entropy value will decrease and information gain will increase. Okay, here, and this node where you take a decision and split your tree again can be called as a decision node. This can be called as a decision node. And what is this node called as? These three nodes where the splitting is not continued. Okay, this is the end of your tree. Okay, these are called as leaf nodes. These are called as leaf nodes. In this way, based upon the entropy value, your algorithm tries to split your data. Okay, split your data, and in this way it tries to classify your data set given. See, but in the other algorithm, in the CART algorithm, I have already told you in the CART there is the mostly used algorithms are CART and IDE, right? In the CART algorithm, what it tries to calculate is it tries to calculate Gini index. Okay, it tries to calculate the parameter called Gini index. Okay, in this what they try to calculate, it tries to calculate entropy and information gain. In this algorithm, it tries to calculate Gini. Okay, Gini impurity it tries to calculate. Okay, next, in the entropy formula, it uses the logarithmic functions. In entropy formula, it uses logarithmic functions. Whereas in Gini index, it does not use any logarithmic functions. Okay, some people will prefer using the Gini because they can skip this part calculating the logarithmic. As there are logarithmic functions, your ID3 takes some time when compared to your CART algorithm. Okay, some of them uses ID3 and some of them uses CART, but the theory, nothing but the concept behind any algorithm is same, but it uses different approaches in mathematics. Okay, in order to classify your data. Let me show you the formulas once. Okay, Gini index formula. See, there are many formulas here. I will give you one formula when I try to upload this Jupyter file in the GitHub. Okay, there are many formulas we use. Let us use Wikipedia here for the Gini coefficient or Gini index. See, this is one math formula we use. Okay, let me search with a precise words. Gini formula for a decision tree. See, this is one formula we use. 1 minus summation 1 to C pi whole square. What is the entropy formula? Let me also tell you the entropy in decision tree. So you can use entropy formula. There is one formula with P by log. Okay, logarithmic formula they use. Let me see images so that I will tell you one formula. See here entropy formula, it uses the logarithmic one. Okay, it tries to calculate and entropy, and also there is a formula for information gain. First, it tries to calculate all the information gains, average information gain, and then it tries to calculate the gain again. Okay. Now let us move to our sklearn to apply to a data set. And we will also observe the tree, how it has been classified used by calculating the entropy and information gain. Uncertainty in data. What is information gain or gain? It tries to a difference information gain. What is information gain is the difference between the entropy, difference between the entropy before and after splitting the data. For ID3, it uses for ID3 algorithm. You try to use your entropy and information gain. See, there is from the sklearn datasets, you will be having one dataset called iris. Please try to load the dataset and try to create a data frame from that. Import pandas as PD and next. No need of pandas. From sklearn dot datasets import load underscore iris. Iris equal to load underscore iris. Okay, let us see what are the keys that are present here. Iris dot keys. See, generally these are the keys that will be present in your inbuilt datasets. Let us see the description. I think you know about this iris dataset. Iris dot description is present under this key DESCR. Iris dot DESCR. If you try to print, then you will get in a better way. See, in the iris dataset, you will be having 150 instances, nothing but rows, 150 rows of data in which each of class have 50 rows of data. Please tell me if this is balanced data or imbalanced data. Total you are having 150 rows and you are having 3 classes, 3 output classes. Okay, each class has 50 rows of data. Is it balanced or imbalanced? Yes, it is balanced data only. And what are the class names? Setosa, versicolor, and virginica. And these iris is a flower. And see, you'll be having some statistics here. Okay, create a data frame now. How do we create a data frame? Iris underscore df equal to pd dot k. I need pandas here. Import pandas as pd and pd dot, see the steps are same here. Pd dot data frame of, where is my data present? Iris dot data, and columns equal to iris. My column names are present under feature underscore name, so that I am using iris dot feature underscore names. Okay, let us see iris underscore df. Okay, now it's time to split our data. Okay, first select x and y and then split your data. See, we are having 4 columns. We need to add the target column here. Okay, let me add target column. Target equal to iris underscore, sorry, iris dot target. Let me check once. Iris dot iris underscore df dot head. See, our target has been added. How many target values we have? Iris. See, you can see it in the description. Okay, let us see it in the description. We are having 3 classes: Setosa, versicolor, and Virginica. For Setosa, it is 0. For versicolor, it is 1. And for Virginica, it is 2. Okay. When you see iris underscore df of target dot unique 0, 1, 2. 0 is for Setosa, 1 is for Virginica, and 2 is for versicolor. Now let us select x and y. Other than the target, I need all the columns here. Okay. If you want to take only particular columns out of these 4, you can select only those. Okay, if you know the importance of the features, you may select, okay, only the important features. Df dot drop off, what is the target comma axis equal to 1. Try to run iris underscore df. Now x dot head. See, except the target column, I got rest of the columns in x. Now in the y, try to take the target column. Iris underscore df of target. Now try to split your data. All of you try to split your data. If this is completed. Those who have not completed, please note it down. Okay, from sklearn dot model underscore selection import train underscore test underscore split. Take the parameters here. X underscore train comma X underscore test, Y underscore train and Y underscore test equal to train underscore test underscore split. You should pass X and Y values, X comma Y, and let me give the train size, train underscore size equal to some 0.7 and random underscore state equal to some 1. You may give any value. Okay, try to run this. This we have splitted our data. Now it's time to pass your data to the model. Okay, from sklearn dot tree import decision tree classifier. See, from the module tree, see, from the package tree, you will be having the decision tree classifier T capital C capital. Try to create a nothing but create an object model equal to decision tree classifier and see once help of how can we know? By from the learning only you can get to know. Okay, if you want to see what are the algorithms that are present, you can take the DIR of sklearn and you can see every module or package present in it. Okay, but by learning only you will be knowing under which module what are the classifiers that are present, and or you can see from this sklearn module. See, in decision tree classifier, one parameter is there. What is that parameter? Criterion. What is the criterion? Default criterion? Gini. Okay, the function to measure the quality of a split. Supported criteria are Gini and entropy. Here in ID3, you will be, okay, for this in sklearn, the supported are only Gini and entropy. By default, it tries to calculate the Gini value and split your data. Okay, let me leave like this. It tries to calculate with the help of Gini and then we will change the criteria. Model dot fit of X underscore train comma Y underscore train. Yes, we have passed our data. Now let us try to predict model dot predict of X underscore test. Let me store it in Y underscore predict. I think you know all these steps. I'm not explaining it in a slow manner. Since you know all these steps, since we are doing all these steps from the past few days, okay. Y underscore predict. D is missing here. See, it has classified the data. Now let us see the metrics. What are the metrics here? From sklearn, from sklearn.metrics import. Since that our data set is balanced way, we can see the accuracy score and confusion matrix, confusion underscore matrix. Okay. Let me see what is the accuracy score here. Accuracy underscore score of y underscore test comma y underscore predict. It is 95. Let me see confusion matrix also. Confusion matrix of y underscore test comma y underscore predict. These are the confusion matrix. See, we got only two wrong predicted values. We got only two wrong predicted values. Rest of them are correct. I got the accuracy as 95. If you try to use the precision, you can also see the precision and accuracy, but it is, since it is a balanced one, I think it is not required. Precision underscore score and recall underscore score. Precision underscore score of y underscore test comma y underscore predict. Okay, I have written this but not executed myself. Target is multi-class. Okay. Okay. Precision works is working for your app. Okay, let me once see precision underscore score help. By default, average equal to binary. Let me see what are the values. Yes. For macro, my weighted default equal to binary. Yes, this parameter is required for multi-class or multi-label targets. Well, you can use samples here if you want precision or recall. Okay, let us see what the most important one is, the tree. We can plot the tree here. Let us plot the tree first here. See, from sklearn, from sklearn import tree. And already we have imported tree, but from tree we have imported decision tree classifier again, right? Now use matplotlib import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt and plt dot plot of. Okay, first give me the figure size. Okay, you may get large one or the small one. Let me give a precise one. Fig size equal to, let me give some 15 comma 15. Okay, plt dot, sorry, tree dot plot of, plot underscore tree is a method. Okay, where is our model? Okay, I have created my reference variable for the algorithm is model, right? That variable I have used. Now try to run yourself. Okay, it is returning the values. Let me print here so that we can visualize only the tree. You can see based upon the Gini index, it is trying to classify our data. X of 2 it is taking. What is X of 2? X of 2 means from your data set, zero, 1, 2. See, for the petal length, you got the Gini impurity more. So that it is taking, using the petal length, it is trying to classify your data. See, here the Gini is 665. Based upon the petal length, it has classified. And now the Gini has reduced it to 0. And here the Gini is, again, there is some impurity of 0.4. It has to again split the data. Until you get the Gini 0, it is trying to split your data here. You can observe. Once try to observe this decision tree and ask me if you have any doubts. What is Gini? Gini is also one impurity. It tries to calculate the uncertainty of your data. Same as your entropy. But Gini uses one formula and entropy uses other formula. Entropy uses the logarithmic functions, but Gini uses other formula I have shown already. It is also one measure of impurity or uncertainty for your features. See if it classifies for the more uncertainty only. Nagamani. ఎక్కువ క్లమ్జీగా ఉన్న డేటాని క్లాసిఫై చేస్తేనే మనకి ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది కదా ఫస్ట్. అందుకని అది ఫస్ట్ ఎక్కువ క్లమ్జీగా ఉన్న డేటాని తీసుకుని ఆ ఫీచర్ని తీసుకుని దాన్ని క్లాసిఫై చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తుంది. తక్కువ ఇంప్యూరిటీ ఉన్న డేటాని తీసుకుని చేస్తే మీకు ఇంకా లెవెల్స్ పెరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. Now all of you, after you complete this, see this is based on the Gini, right? Now try to use the same steps by applying the criteria called entropy. Try to use the same steps and plot the tree for entropy. Don't try to change it here. Okay, your Gini tree is here. Try to apply your model with the criterion entropy also and try to plot your tree. Have you done? Please respond in the chat box. Sorry, I have not fitted the data. Model dot fit of x underscore train comma y underscore train. See, by using the entropy, you can observe the entropy values, how it is getting reduced here. Based upon the x of 2 feature only, by using entropy or Gini, it has taken x of 2 feature only here. You can observe that. See, we can also see we are having how many levels? How many levels we have here? Tell me. Into how many levels it has been flicked? 6. Yes. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And under every split, okay, you have other 2. Total 6. We can also control our level. See, as this is only 150 rows of data, as this is only 150 rows of data, what we are trying to do, there are only some levels. Okay, if you want to control these levels, if you don't want to classify until you get entropy 0, and if you want only some levels, you can give the other criteria called, so you can see from the, there is one criteria called max underscore depth. We will, where is it? Yes, max underscore depth. Okay, let me give max underscore comma max underscore depth equal to 3. I'm only giving 3 levels here. Let me see the output here. See, only 3 levels I got. If you observe the data here, that means you can control your levels. Okay, now we have done with the iris dataset. Yesterday for with KNN, for KNN, which which dataset we have applied in KNN? I think we have applied the heart disease. Please tell me which algorithm have we applied yesterday? Other than Shuts.CSV, we have applied heart disease. Heart disease only, okay. Now we got for the heart disease, how much accuracy we got with the KNN? Let us see. For the heart disease, this is heart.csv. We got 78, right? Let us see, let us apply to the decision tree classifier. Okay. And let us see if our accuracy increases or decreases with the decision tree when compared to the KNN. Will you do that? Will you do that? Please respond once. I will give time and you should, all of you should do this and tell me all your accuracies. Okay. Will you do that? Please respond me in the chat box. Only Bhargav has responded as Ravani, yes. Lakshmi, Veeravalli, okay, from VISW. What about others? Where are these Snehavalli, Imran, Sheikh Samir? Where are those? They are not responding. Okay. Try to apply heartdisease.csv and tell me if your accuracy increased or decreased when compared to the KN. If you have completed, please post the accuracy. See, I will call you randomly. You should share your screen to me that you have done or not. I will see the steps that in which way you are doing. See, criterion is nothing but we have a default parameter, default argument with this criterion. This is one parameter. I have already told you the most used algorithms for your decision tree classifier is ID3 and CART, okay, by using entropy and Gini index. We can give that option here. If you want to classify a tree as with using entropy values, mention here as entropy. If you want with your tree to split with Gini index or Gini impurity values, provide here as Gini. That's it. In the background, it takes different formulas for your entropy and Gini. For Gini, you got 71. For entropy, 70. If you try to change your random state and run your data, also you are getting 70 and 71 only accuracy. Okay, for the heart disease data set, you got only 72 with the decision tree also. As for KNN only, we got 70. Okay. We will try to compare with the random forest also tomorrow with the same data set. Yes, for Samir got 84% of accuracy. Try to change your random state and see if your accuracy is getting increased or not. Okay, is this completed? I will call you. Let's decrease it to 80. Okay, if it is decreased to 80, that means your training data has changed, May increase or decrease. Depends. Who is Jagadish from VNR CE? Are you there? Jagadish from VNR CE. Please respond once. Krushikeshi from Geetam. See, no. By this we can know how many are listening to the class or not. Krushikeshi from Geetam, are you there? See, keep it in your mind once. See, if you got the certificate and if you have no knowledge, there is no use in the certificate. Please remember. Okay. Companies don't bother about your certificates if you don't have any knowledge. For the sake of certificate you are trying to attend, see, there will be no use if you have 100 number of certificates also. If you have no knowledge, if you have no concepts in your mind. Simply you are trying to get the certificate by just attending. Rangasai for ALTS, are you there in the meeting? Are you listening? If you are listening, please respond. Rangasai from ALTS. Okay, no use if I call in this way, nobody will respond. Okay, tell me, those who are listening to the class, have you completed doing this with the heartdisease.csv? Sheikh Samir and Bhagyalakshmi and other Bhargav has responded already to me. Yes, Sanjana has completed. Prudvi also has completed. At random state 5, then only I am getting more than 80. Okay. If I increase it going 70. That's okay. At 5 only it is training better. Okay, is it completed? Shall I continue with the random regressor, random forest regressor? Sorry, not random forest regressor, decision tree regressor.
Fresh.
Students, shall I continue with the random, with the decision tree regressor? Please respond. What about the others? Okay, now see random forest regressor say works as your classifier only. But what does it tries to do? See if there is some data in this way. Think, okay, let me use. See if your data is non-linear. Okay. Generally for non-linear data, which type of regression we have used? Please tell me. If our data is in a non-linear way, which regressor we have used? Is polynomial regression. Okay. See, we can we have also the other types of regress I have told you to explain when I am dealing with the classification, right? Other than polynomial, we have also have the decision tree regressor, KNN regressor, random forest regressor, all that. Let us apply decision tree regressor. How does it classify data? See if this is the data. If this is the data, think that this is the medicine dose. Okay, medicine dose, and you have some output variable based on the medicine dose. Think, assume. How does it do based on the medicine dose? The effect of the medicine dose on a person we are trying to predict. Think. Okay. If we have, when we try to apply this regression, when we have continuous target values, not discrete values, we try to apply on continuous target values. It tries to split on data here. See, when dose is somewhat 10%, it tries to split it this way. Okay. If see, this is one category and this is other category, right? And this in this dose also, see, it tries to again split this data. And in this whole part, again it tries to split this dose if dose greater than some 10% or some 30%. Okay. And again it tries to split this data. Okay. And again it tries to, nothing but based upon some values of doses, it tries to split your data. Okay. See, what does it do after splitting this data? If any new data point is given to you, it tries to find out the similarity of all the features present in the split and tries to give the output. It tries to find out the average values of these output. See, if I have given a new data point here, okay, this belongs to this part, right? This decision part, this split part. It tries to give average value of the data points that is present or the similarity values that is present here. That is how your random forest regressor works. You will now we will try to apply one random forest one algorithm to the random forest and also see the tree how it works, how it splits. Let us apply. See what is the regression data set we have used for the last in the last class. We have used one data set. Let me see that the elastic while completing the elastic net. Let's see if your data is in this way. We have used polynomial regression, and for polynomial regression, what is the accuracy we got here? We got the accuracy for training 75 and for testing it is 73. Okay. And when we try to apply the linear regression also, we got somewhat less. Okay, we got somewhat less frequency, right? For which data set we got? For Boston data set, we got only 65 and 63. Let's apply one more data set here. Okay, we try to apply this data set called age underscore salary underscore hours. Okay, try to use this data set here. I will push the link, wait. Wait, I have sent to some Jagadish. See, now I have posted the dataset. Try to load your dataset and we will apply the regressor to this. What we are trying to do, decision tree regressor. Try to load your dataset pd dot read underscore pd.read_csv. Try to paste the link here. What might be the output column? Please tell me for the random forest regression. In this particular data set, what might be the output column? Which column can we take as the output column? Please tell me. For regression, can we take education as output column? It is discrete in nature, no? See, in df of education dot unique, you are having discrete values here. You are not having continuous values. We should not take the discrete values for the regressor. Okay, a salary can be taken as your output column when we observe this data set. Depending upon the age, depending upon the weekly hours, we can predict the salary. First, let us plot our data. Let us see how our data looks. PLT dot, if it is of non-linear or in the linear way, let us see PLT dot scatter of df of age, comma, df of annual salary. See, it is in a non-linear way. That insurance.csv is also in non-linear way. Now let us apply the decision tree for this. Before applying the decision tree, first let us see if there are any null values in our data set. Is na dot is na is a method. See, there are no null values. Let us take x and y. In x, what are the values we try to take? Df dot, we want only the age and age and weekly hours. So that I am using df dot loc of age, comma, annual salary. For df.loc accepts rows, comma, columns, right? Rows, comma, columns. Okay, we can take in this way also. SEX. See, we can take in any way. It's your choice. By using ILOs you can take, or by using direct indexing also you may take. We have taken age and not salary, no, for weekly hours. Nobody has reminded me. Weekly hours. Okay, now in the y, our target variable is df of Annual salary. Let me copy here. Y. Now try to split your data and try to apply it to the decision tree regressor. Okay, after splitting the data, it's time to pass your data to the model, right? From sklearn.tree, import decision tree regressor. Create a variable model equal to decision tree regressor. Now try to predict your values. Model dot predict of y underscore test, y underscore predict. Okay, sorry, x underscore text. What is the mistake I am doing here? Wait, I have forgot to fit my data. Not fitted it. Model dot fit of x underscore train comma y underscore train. Yes, we have predicted our values. What are the evaluation metrics for regressor? Please tell me. Here we are using the regressor. What are the evaluation metrics for regressor? Regression. R2 score. Yes, if it is education is important, but it is, you may label encode it and try it. Okay, and compare the accuracy. R2 underscore score and accuracy. Okay, R score is our metric and R2 score also. Okay. Let us see the score. From sklearn dot metrics import R2 underscore score and we will also get mean square error. It tries to find out mean square error. Let us see mean square error here. Okay, R2 underscore score of y underscore test comma y underscore predict. Mean squared error, I think. we are getting minus 90? Okay, let me apply score. Model dot score of y underscore test comma y underscore predict. It is asking us to reshape. Okay, let me use x test and x underscore. Values are present in x test, right? My answers are present in y underscore predict. I should compare those two values. Okay, let me see. R2 score is it is in minus 90. Let me see the error here. Mean square error. Y underscore test comma y underscore predict. The error value is more here. See, the error value is very more. It is not performing well even with the decision tree regressor here. Okay, let us see the plot. PLT dot, let us adjust the size here. Resolution PLT dot figure of fixed size equal to height and width I am giving as 1515 and tree dot plot of not plot underscore tree, right? Plot underscore tree of model only, no, I have used. Okay, PLT dot show. If it takes more time means that means it is trying to take more splits. Since we got error more here, I think there will be more splits in this data set. Let us see and tell me if you have got the tree and tell me how many levels you got. If it is completed on your end, please tell me how many levels you got for this data set. Yes, I got the tree here. See, since we got, by seeing this error only we can tell into how many splits it will. Yeah, see how much tree we got. Since the see R2 value is minus 90. It is not performing well with this decision tree regression. See how many splits it has taken. Okay, let me give only some depth here to understand how it is getting splitted only. To get you understand how is getting splitted, I am giving the depth here. Max underscore depth equal to 3. For 3 levels, see mean square error. For x of 1 feature it has taken. For x of 1 means what? It is not performing well with the decision tree. I think it works with the other regressions only, that polynomial regression. Okay, where is it? X of 1 we have taken as age, right? For the age, the entropy is very high. See, the mean square error is very high. It is calculating mean square error. Based upon the mean square error, it is trying to uh, try to split your data. See, until you got the minimum error, until you got the mean square error 0, it is trying to split your data. Okay, it is not good, performing well with this decision tree, but you can try with the other regressions also and try. Tell me for which you have learned other regressions also, right? Polynomial regression. Try to apply this data set with a polynomial and tell me the accuracy what you got there. And this is how we can, based upon the MSC mean square error, it is trying to split your data and it is trying to predict your data in decision tree regressor. And what is the task for you is, we have used insurance data set, no? There, insurance data set. Okay, try to take the insurance data set. Try to apply decision tree regressor for insurance data set and tell me your polynomial or your polynomial or decision tree regressor worked better. Actually, we will get the problem of overfitting in decision tree. See, since it tries to make only one decision based upon the entropy, it tries to classify your data based upon only one tree, right? The problem of overfitting arises in decision tree. Okay, that the problem of overfitting in decision tree can be overcome in the other algorithm called random forest. Okay, what is your task? Try to apply the decision tree regressor for the insurance data set and compare the accuracy. That is your task for today's concept. And that's it with today. Let us wrap up the session. Today we have discussed about the non-linear classification algorithm called decision tree. And in the decision tree, we have been used which algorithm? The mostly used algorithms are ID3 and CART algorithms. In ID3, we are going to calculate the entropy and information gain, and in the CART, we are going to apply the Gini impurity. We are going to calculate, we will try to calculate the Gini impurity, and based upon that, the decision tree will split your data and try to predict your data until you reach the entropy as 0 and nothing but the leaf nodes. And also we have discussed the decision tree regressor, which classifies your data by calculating your mean square error. And try to do this task, and you should tell me what is the accuracy you got with the insurance dataset for by applying with the decision tree regressor algorithm. That's it for today. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask. Unmute your mic and talk to me. Otherwise, you may leave the meeting. Thank you, one and all.